Okay, what you're seeing is a drill site crossing the road of 360 and another drill site, and there's TCC, Tarrant County College. And if you travel north on 360, you will see the Fulson drill site. Notice how they had to cut the edge of the corner of that drill site so it wouldn't go into Highway 360. And if you pan off to the west, you will see a highly densely populated neighborhood and Fish Creek Neighborhood Park and Bryant Elementary, which is downwind from the Fulson drill site. And south of Bryant Elementary is Barnett Junior High School. So get back on 360 and travel north, and you will go to Bowie High School. This particular pad site north of the school has 13 separators and 14 storage tanks. If we get back on 360 and go north, we will go to the High Point Church. And that's north of I-20 and east of 360. And they were selling water to the drillers in a drought. Get back on 360 and go north. We will travel to East Mayfield, and that is where you will find Lynn Hale Elementary School to the right. But blowing to the northwest, which is the way our winds go, is to Atherton Elementary. And if you pan off to the northwest, which is the way our winds like to blow for most of the year, there's Atherton Elementary, which is downwind of that drill site, which is right next to Lynn Hale Elementary. Stare at that. Look how close. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look to the east of 360, and you will see a school, Winfrey Academy, and a drill site. And guess what? Winfrey is northwest of that drill site. Downwind. Here east of 360, and let's keep traveling a little east, and there's a pad site between two densely populated neighborhoods. Let's go a little more east to Highway 161. That's another state highway. They love to put drill sites by state highways so that the state has to be responsible for road destruction. And there's a massive drill site, and guess what is downwind to the northwest? Sally Moore Elementary. Okay, so 161 is a state highway. They love state highways. It can mess up the roads and the state has to pay for it. Let's get back to Winfrey Academy, going back towards 360, and look what's below it, J.M. Farrell Elementary. Okay, so we'll go back up to Mayfield and 360 by Lynn Hale Elementary, and remember Atherton was to the northwest, and north of Atherton is Sam Houston High School. And to the northwest of Sam Houston is yet another drill site, which is the Rice drill site. It's a Carrizo drill site. It had 2 emission events back in May and June of 2012, and across the street from that is Hutchinson Junior High School. But getting back down to Sam Houston High School and going east on East Arkansas and crossing over 360, you will see Kaplan Community College, and that is right adjacent to a drill site. They are exactly downwind to the drill site. And to the northwest of Kaplan College is another drill site. That is by a school. Thornton Elementary is downwind from 2 consecutive drill sites. Keep traveling north on 360, and you'll see the GM plant where they have their pad site here. But if you just go a little bit to the east of 360, you'll see a pad site there and a school that's really close to it that's here, and they're going to be building another one. If you visit GM again and you just go a little bit to the east, here's the Cowboys Stadium, And a pad site here by my house. And now my husband has cancer, and here we are at the cancer center. But we started this video at 360 and TCC. Let's get back to the Fulson site. After leaving the Fulson site at Sublet and 360, if you travel south on 360, you will visit another pad site. I think that one's called the Raglan, but I'm not sure. Keep traveling down on 360 until you reach Louisiana Elementary and Thelma Jones Elementary and Mansfield Timber High School. And look whose neighbor it is. It's a drill site. But if that's not enough to have a swimming pool next to your pad site, next to a high school, next to Thelma Jones Elementary, let's look a little bit over here on Mansfield Webb Road. That's Imogene Gideon Elementary School and the Kiwanis Kids Child Care next to, of course it's not going to light up, a pad site, probably courtesy of the community at Lake Ridge. Sounds like a church. Taking a closer look. This particular pad site that was by the Kiwanis Kids Child Care and Community Lake Ridge and Imogene Elementary looks like a school. What is this? What is this? What's here? 7119 Silo Road. Gosh, that's Seguin High School. So in the back door of Arlington Seguin High School, probably mud forming if you see all the pretty lines into the soil. It's a bad site. I am so not surprised. So that would make Seguin High School downwind to the northwest of a pad site. And Mansfield Timberview High School has this nice neighbor. If you go across, nice neighborhood, and up, you will see the other pad site next to the other high school. Once again. Okay, so we were at 360 looking at the Thelma Jones Elementary, a pad site here, Mansfield Timberview High School, and we keep going south on 360. This is 360. And we'll see a pad site to the east, a pad site right at 360. Let's go a little bit more south. We'll see the Raglan, that's the Raglan pad site. Keep going south on 360. You will see a pad site here. On the other side of 360, a pad site there. This is the Raglan pad site because it's on Raglan. And let's keep going south. And yet another pad site. And we're now in Mansfield. And there's a pad site at 360. And then here's another pad site. And I wonder what this is. Light it up. What are you? Are you a school? Hawaiian Falls. Oh, that's where the children go play in the summertime and water. Right next to a pad site. And another pad site. And another pad site. Okay, so we're at Hawaiian Falls Correction. That looks like a substation. Let's get a little closer. Yes. But if we go a little further south from Hawaiian Falls Water Park, what's blowing from the south to the north? Another pad site. And we're still on 360. Remember, that's a state highway, and they like to use state highways and mess up those roads, so the state is responsible for the road repair, not the municipality. Now we're getting in some rural areas, and guess what? No pad site.